Hey, what is going on, everybody? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Vitaly Dubin is here, founder of Bitcoin Sports Club, with another episode of Today in Crypto show. Absolutely craziness and excitement is what is going on right now in the crypto markets. I'd like to discuss what I'm seeing on the charts, what is happening with Bitcoin as well as other cryptocurrencies, what are some of the latest news, and there is some weird mystery stuff that is going on right now, where about 120 plus addresses equally have 8,000 Bitcoin all of a sudden appear this month. It's kind of crazy, and soon, in just a couple days, we are going to celebrate the 10 years anniversary for Bitcoin. This is the first time that the Bitcoin Genesis block on the blockchain has been mined, just a couple days from now. So some people celebrate on 31st of October when the white paper is out, other people on 3rd of January, which is a couple days from now. I know in Israel there will be a big party celebrating this in Tel Aviv, which I'm going to be attending and maybe broadcasting from there. So what we're seeing right now in the markets is Bitcoin over the last, actually it happened in a series of 7 minutes. It was up, Bitcoin went up by 7, actually almost 8%, which is crazy. You gotta love the Bitcoin markets for this kind of volatility, and the pattern that we are seeing play out is head and shoulders. You know, if you're familiar with some technical analysis, it's basically a pattern that we are seeing on the charts. Here is the left side of the shoulder over here. Here is the bottom at 3,100, and here is the right shoulder, which got rejected here. So it's a perfect pattern played out right now with, it looks something like this. Okay. So this is the head and shoulder, this is the left shoulder, right shoulder, and the head. And if we are going to break this line over here, then we're going to shoot right up and probably touch the $5,000 again. Okay, but it's definitely some crazy move that are going on right now in the charts. Crazy volatility, lots of people are profiting in this space. The volume kind of picked up. This is on a daily one. If we take a look at the 4-hour one, we're seeing the volume is going up for the bulls and picking up, and we need to have volume in order to break past resistances in order to start the bull market. So even though we are still very far away from the very optimistic predictions for the end of this year that many people had for $15,000 or more, you know, we are not falling. At least we're not falling when we're maintaining this and going up. And like Mike Novogratz said, we are going to be staying in this range from $3,000 to $6,000 for quite some time before the next bull run will happen. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is a couple of scenarios. One is the head and shoulders that we are going to play it full out. When it's going to reach the $4,000 and break the 4,000, we can definitely go up. Another scenario is that we are going to kind of slide along this new descending triangle over here and kind of slide along this triangle back and forth and then break on the downside. That's another pattern that can play out like this. Okay, of course I don't want to see that happen, but it's another possibility out there. Everything is possible, and we are playing aggressively, both on the upside and on the downside. You can make a lot of money. So the whole crypto market has been staying stable for a couple days at 128 billion. Now it's 130 billion. And the recent move of Bitcoin got Ripple up. Ethereum is up almost 6%. Bitcoin Cash is is up, EOS is up, Litecoin is up 6.79%. So as for the predictions of Bitcoin, Pompiliano is saying that even though it can fall under $3,000, $50,000 and $100,000 are still possible for Bitcoin, and it's just a matter of time. And Facebook can be the catalyst, and I'm excited about this because Facebook is working, like I said previously, on the stable coin, and if they're going to launch it in the next year or 2 years to the public, you know, think about how many users Facebook has across the globe. This will have a tremendous effect on the amount of people and adoption that are going to start using cryptocurrencies. Now I want to discuss something interesting that happened recently, is that on this bidding for charts, the top richest addresses over the last, and not so coincidentally, from this address you can see that they're all having about 8,000 Bitcoin. You see exactly 8,000 Bitcoin, 8,000 Bitcoin, 8,000 Bitcoin, 8,000 Bitcoin. That's happening for all of these addresses, and if you look at this, it all happened at the same time in the beginning of this year, you know, 8,000 Bitcoin. So if you tally this all up, if this happened all at around the same time, and it's all happened from the same entity, it's holding 865,000 Bitcoin, which is way higher than the first Bitcoin address, 138,000. That's the balance. That's belongs to Bitfinex. You know, it dwarfs that kind of amount of Bitcoin. So I don't think there is a coincidence. But who is this? Who is playing? Who holds that amount of Bitcoin? If this is all controlled, I mean, it is incredible how how like precise it is, and I don't think that it is a coincidence. It's about $3.5 billion. It may come from China. I don't know, Chinese, they love the number 8. You know, maybe it's some Chinese mogul, I don't know, Chinese billionaire is doing this, or moving over the counters, you know, moving that amount of Bitcoin. I doubt that it's some kind of exchange that is doing this, but this has been added like recently 8,000 Bitcoin over 100 plus addresses. So weird coincidence. Who is behind this? I don't know, but something is cooking, something is going on, and they definitely picked the right time for loading up on Bitcoin, if that was the plan, if they moved that amount of money. Of course, you would ask why it doesn't affect the prices. Like if so much new Bitcoin has shown up, you know, how did it affect? And the answer to that is over the counter. When you're doing things over the counter, then it doesn't affect the prices, because it doesn't go directly onto the exchanges. Okay, so just want to point that out, that something is going on. So we've seen this year all kinds of people saying all kinds of things, from it going down to you know, Tom Lee, obviously he was not right about 25,000 or Bitcoin. Mike Novogratz said that first and second quarter institutional investors is going to come in, and Bitcoin will stay for a while between $3,000 and $6,000. Joe McAfee, of course, the big Bitcoin bull, saying $1 million for Bitcoin by 2020. So there is still some time for that. Todd Gordon predicted it will drop to $4,000. Reggie Brown said BTC ETF won't happen anytime soon, you know. And Joseph Lubin, from the Ethereum co-founder, awaits a bright future for Bitcoin. So what we need to see is more clarity from the regulation standpoint. We need to see more action from the institution to really drive this market to the next level and get people all excited again about Bitcoin, because I understand this year was pretty tough. We also see Craig Wright dismissed his attempt to deny basically this lawsuit over $1 billion, and they said that 300,000 Bitcoin is at the minimum that he needs to give to the family of the deceased Dave Clayman. Now, as you know, Craig Wright was one of those people that contributed significantly to this recent drop of 50% in Bitcoin price with all of the hard fork wars over the Bitcoin Cash and his self-proclaimed Satoshi Nakamoto, and he did quite a controversial guy. So I don't know how this is going to get any effect on the markets, but the lawsuit is still on him that he owes 300,000 Bitcoin to Dave's. So that's what we have it for today in the market, guys. You know, we'll be watching closely. Of course, you get all the trading signals and everything inside our Crypto Trading Millionaires members. We do weekly coaching and update you about every single trading position that we do. And until end of the year, we have 50% discount on becoming a Crypto Trading Millionaire member. Take advantage of this discount, and I'll be happy to welcome you to our family of traders and learn how to trade like a pro. So everybody have a fantastic Friday. Everybody have a fantastic end of the week, and hopefully we'll finish this year strong. We'll finish this year with excitement, just like we're seeing now, when Bitcoin price can be up 8% in just a matter of minutes. You know, anything can happen in the crypto space. So I'm looking forward to see you in the next live updates, and hopefully we'll see some more action for Bitcoin